Sorry, I'll try harder.
Hello, what's up, girl? Happy weekend to
Lil
you.
Durk is currently fighting a murder for hire charge.
I'm going
This
back,
stems from the 2020
because
King Von
I was
altercation.
doing research
Let's
the other
talk about
day and
it.
I seen something about text messages with Lil Durk, and I was like, what's going on with him? Yeah, I am not in the loop with him because I don't listen to the music, but I do know King Von because I used to like his rap. So I didn't know there was a lot of controversy surrounding him, girl. So I want to look into that. So I don't want it to get too messed up, but I want to see what's going on. So I did a little research, and we're gonna talk about it. All right, girl. Happy weekend. Be safe. All right, bye. Hey y'all, what's going on, fam? How y'all doing? Yeah, as I told y'all, I'm not here to stir the pot or open any wounds, but I saw that Lil Durk murder trial coming up. A murder for hire trial is coming up. So I wanted to get a little depth to see what was going on. So apparently Lil Durk was close to this guy, and I know y'all know more because y'all are more of the hip hop connoisseurs on this end, because I'm more of a commercial rap. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I do like King Von. I like maybe one or two of his songs. Now, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you, he was fuckable. Okay, I don't got time for it. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. Okay, tattoos and dreads, baby, you can get it. You can get it. But that's that, But anyway, so that's how that went. But I got to thinking, right? And I was like, what's going on? So I went in and I looked. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick look at King Von. Rest in peace, King. He was a little monster, but child, I'm pretty sure you was slinging the hell out that. But anyway, so we're gonna first look into why was he first targeted? Okay, so y'all know I don't go to ChatGPT, but I asked Google. I was like, Google. Well, I was talking to my niece and she said King Von had bodies, and I'm like, bodies? Okay, so then I asked Google, and I asked God, Google, how many bodies King Von had? And Google said this. Google said King Von, which his name was Davon Bennett, was heavily linked in popular media, police files, and his own music to multiple murders in Chicago, though he was never legally convicted. Users on Reddit agreed that police documents released after his death identify him as the gunman in the 2014 killing of Gikara K.I. Barnes, though formal charges were never brought forward due to a lack of conviction level evidence. Allegations and Investigation documentary claims a viral 2023 investigation documentary by YouTuber Trap Lorraine Ross attempted to connect King Von to up to 10 different homicides in Chicago and Atlanta spanning from 2012 until 2019. Police records, Chicago Police Department files publicly circulated later naming him concerning specific gang-related shootings. Y'all know I'm down here, so I'm moving myself up. Notably the death of K.I. You guys can read that down there, so don't be offended, but it looks like he was a menace. So what we're going to do is we're going to look into him a little bit, okay? All right. There he is on the screen, and as you see, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Okay? King Von death. How did the Chicago rapper die? Full story and update as of 2026. King, and this was updated April 11th of this year. King Von, born Daquan Bennett, was a Chicago drill rapper known for his raw storytelling, which he did. I did like that. His music was a great motivation for my workouts. He grew up in O Block, one of Chicago's most dangerous neighborhoods, and turned that painful life into music. King Von's death shook the hip-hop world on November 6, 2020, when he was shot and killed outside of a hookah lounge in Atlanta, Georgia. He was just 26 years old. The man charged with his murder, one moment, I got to talk. What's going on? Baby, he a hot mess. Okay, so the man charged with his murder, Timothy Lou Tim Leeds, had all charges dropped in 2023. If he had an attorney, then he was paid. No one has ever been convicted. If he had a paid attorney, y'all, he was paid. You know we did Dolphin, y'all. That was my heart. If he had a paid attorney, he was paid. In 2026, the case still echoes through hip-hop, mainly because of Lil Durk's ongoing federal murder, which is what we're going to talk about, for hire trial, which is directly linked to King Von's death. Who was King Von? Real name, age, and early life. King Von's real name was Devon Daquan Bennett. He was born on August 9th, 1994 in Chicago, Illinois, and grew up in the Parkway Garden Homes housing project known as O Block. His father was killed when Von was just 11 years old. He spent years in and out of juvenile detention before turning to music in 2018. Sounds like his father's death really affected him a lot. And Lil Durk signed Lil Durk signed him to OTF after hearing his early music. Von was known for storytelling. His songs were almost like short crime films. They were. I'm telling y'all, I had a sneaky link that was really into him and resembled him too. And he put me onto him. His debut album dropped just 1 week before he was killed. Okay, so now we're gonna go on. How did King Von die? The night of November 6, 2020 explained. We're gonna go through this together. Get your tea, guys. Smoke your blunt, baby. Okay, timeline of that night. Okay, so let's just say this. King Von was shot multiple times outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. He was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital and died from his wounds that same day. He was 26 years old. He was young. Lord, these men are being snuffed out so young. Okay. King Von and his crew. Okay, so the timeline of that night. King Von and his crew. Okay, 2:15 a.m. So they was up late. King Von and his crew arrived at Monaco Hookah Lounge, 255 Trinity Avenue, Atlanta. Y'all remember when the Migos guy at the party late at night? 3:20 a.m. A fight breaks out between Von's group and Quando Wando's group outside the lounge. So two knuckleheads tangling. The argument quickly turned into a shooting. Why they want to pull a gun? I don't know, because if you bad enough to fight, why you want to shoot after? Life is not important to these people. I'm just saying it. Life, the breath that comes from the body is not important. An on-duty Atlanta police officer nearby both responded and also fired their weapons. So these little motherfuckers was acting up so much the popos had to fight. King Von was shot multiple times. He was transported to Grady Memorial Hospital in a private vehicle, not an ambulance. He died at the hospital later that morning. November 14, 2020, he was buried at Burr Oak Cemetery, Alsip, Cook County, Illinois. Now, who was involved in his passing? We have him on the screen. Timothy Lou Tim Leaks, a 22-year-old. So this, Lord Jesus, y'all know I call on the Lord a lot to keep me from popping off. If I call on him, just know I'm trying to keep myself from popping off. All right. This little boy was 4 years younger than this boy, and decided he want to go up in there and kill him. Lord Jesus, he was led by somebody older. He looked like a misfit baby child. He looked like he need a hug. He like an unloved child. Now King Von was loved and his mama loved him. Okay, I know that. His mama real fine. I saw her. But this, I don't know about this for him. 22-year-old associate of rapper Quando Rondo was identified as the person who shot King Von. Okay, so there's the connection. He was arrested the next day while being treated for his own gunshot wound at Grady Memorial Hospital. So he was there and he was shot. All right, people involved. Timothy Lulu Tim Leaks was charged with King Von's murder. Charges later dropped. Quando Rondo, present at the scene, his crew was involved in the fight. Johnny Harris, also arrested in connection with the shooting. Wasn't Johnny involved with, that sounds like one of the people that was involved with Dolph. Kevin Jones, also arrested in connection with the shooting. Leaks was charged with felony murder in November 2020. He was released on a $100,000 bond in March of 2021. I told y'all money behind this. In August of 2023, his murder charge was officially dismissed. Prosecutors said it was dropped before it was ever indicted. Okay, the dismissal was based on the Georgia Stand Your Ground law. His attorney, Noah Pines, confirmed the case was dismissed prior to indictment. No one has been convicted in King Von death as of 2026. The autopsy report revealed he had 1 shot to his right hand, 3 to his chest, and 1 fatal shot entered through the right eye and exited the back of his skull. Okay, the shot to the head was a fatal wound. The report also noted that burnt powder was found on his skin, pointing to close range shots. So they came up to him, y'all, and took him out. Boom. All right, so we're going on to find out why Durk is involved in this. Or